Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Math Unlocked, and I'm your host, Mrs. Rhodes-Grierson. Come along with me today. Today we're looking at directed numbers, and it's another troubling topic in math where students tend to have a little bit of issues. So let's demystify, let's unlock the little issues that you may be having and see how we can simplify operations that ask us to add or subtract, especially when it involves negative numbers. Alright? First of all, let's read the statement. So we have a statement that says 5 take away 3. Now, this in front of my 5, there's no sign, which implies that this is a positive 5. So right here, you notice that I wrote down positive, and I wrote down 5 of them. So this, in each one, I have positive 1, positive 1, positive 1, positive 1, positive 1. Put it all together, and that's positive 5. Right here, you would notice I have a negative sign. This is negative 1, negative 1, negative 1. So I have 3 negative 1, which means that I'm subtracting 3 things here. Now what happens is that what you should know is that a positive can cancel a negative. Each one. So once I should put these together, they cancel each other to become 0. So positive 1 and a negative 1 will become 0. So if I should look at this to see how many of them can I actually cancel or how many of them can I take away? I've taken away 1, 2, and I can take away 3. What am I left with? I'm left with 2 positive ones here. So it therefore means that 5 take away 3 is 2. That's not where your issue is, and I know that's not where your issue is. So let's look at if I said 3 take away 5. What happens there? I have a positive 3, 1, 2, 3, and it says take away 5, take away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how many of them we can cancel. 1, 2, 3. What am I left with? I'm left with this. How many? I'm left with 2 negatives here. A negative 1 here and another negative 1 here. Which means that the solution is negative 2. So what you're going to do is to pay attention to how many of each quantity, whether or not it's a positive number or a negative number. So let's try another one out. Let's look at this. What if I give you negative 4 plus 1? Negative 4. I'm going to put down negative 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Positive 1, positive 1. I'm going to cancel. This cancels that. A positive cancels a negative. What am I left with? I'm left with negative 3. It means that the solution here is negative 3. So that is how I look at my positive numbers and the negative numbers. And how do I read them to interpret what is it that is taking place. So if I'm subtracting, I consider these to be negative numbers. I'm taking them away. If I'm adding, I consider the number to be positive. Now you look, and when you read, this reads as negative 4 plus 1. However, this reads as 3 minus 5. However, it is actually the same thing that I'm doing in terms of looking at these numbers. I'm considering these to be negative 5 because I'm subtracting them. While these numbers, I'm also considering to be negative 4 because of the sign that is here. So when I look at cancelling the positives and the negatives, and that's what you need to remember, that one positive can cancel one negative. And if you look at that, you can therefore go at all times to say what cancels what. So if I have 9, take away 12. I have only positive 9 and I should take away 12. It means that from the positive 9 that is here, I can only cancel 12 of these negatives. I can cancel only 12 of them. And I'd ask myself, how many would remain? Because all of them were not cancelled. So if I should take 9 out of 12, I would have 3 remaining. The 3 that remains is not a positive 3 because these were being taken away. So the 3 that would remain is a negative 3. Alright? Of course, once we complete that concept, I need you to try one. What is your solution? So you're trying this. And put your answers in the chat. What's your solution? Negative 10 plus 7. Another solution. So this is for number 1. Number take away 15? Remember, put your answers in the chat. I notice that there's a little light in my background. So let me ensure that you're seeing that. Alright? Always remember, put your comments in the chat so we can check out to see how you are doing. Alright?